Some of y'all just can't help it but to be mad at the next person and what they doing with their life. Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing it.
Did y'all see the 26 with 6 kids girl? I was like, oh my God. When I first seen it, I was about to say this is rage bait, but it's a two for one. It's rage bait and it's real. So I'm like, oh, why is your kitchen dirty like that? It was giving me anxiety. The side of that stove was so dirty. I was like, oh.
26 with 6 kids, and you stupid clowns are in the comment section saying stuff like, she just doing the best she can. The best she could do was keep her legs closed when she ain't got a pot to piss in, yet she on baby number 7 right now. She would have had 8. Unfortunately, she lost one.
Getting online with a filthy ass house, with a boatload of fucking kids, being a horrible ass parent is the new way to come up.
Hey besties! Welcome back to another deep dive into the realities of modern life, where we unpack the viral trends and real-life situations that have everyone talking. Today, we're talking about a specific story that has been making waves on TikTok, the 26-year-old woman with 6 kids who is currently pregnant with her 7th. Yes, you heard that right. This has sparked a heated conversation online about the realities of having so many kids at such a young age. While some people are praising her for being a strong mother, others are questioning the challenges that come with raising a large family, especially when financial stability is uncertain. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's get into it.
Some of y'all just can't help it but to be mad at the next person and what they doing with their life. Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing. I get up every day and make sure I do something productive around my house. I make sure that my kids see me cleaning up. I make sure that they do their part while they cleaning up. I used to think that everybody was right when they used to tell me, oh, why you got so many kids so young? It's gonna mess up your life. But baby, look, this is my life and I gotta deal with it. I ain't mad at the life that I chose. I chose it and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to provide for my kids the best way I can. And please don't get into me washing my mop in the sink. This is how I do it. This is how I see my people do it back in the day. And yes, I used to have a mop bucket. The kids broke it, and that's just I gotta do what I gotta do.
Did y'all see the 26 with 6 kids girl? I was like, oh my God. When I first seen it, I was about to say this is rage bait, but it's a two for one. It's rage bait and it's real. So I'm like, oh, why is your kitchen dirty like that? It was giving me anxiety. The side of that stove was so dirty. I was like, oh, what is wrong with you? And she had the mop in the kitchen sink, rinsing it off with the fabuloso. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Oh my God, get a mop bucket. She said, oh, the mop bucket. You can't get another mop bucket. If you can't get another mop bucket, you do not need to have 6 kids because a mop bucket is not that expensive. It's just really not. Why you can't get another mop bucket, honey? Be so for real. And then it's like, what does one person need with 6 kids? Like, I cannot imagine in this lifetime or the next, even if I was a millionaire, I can never imagine having more than 2 kids. Like, 2 kids is enough kids. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I feel like that's enough kids. Mm-mm. I just don't understand why one person sit up there and keep having kids, and then they see the circumstances is not getting better with each kid that they have. Like, some people brain cells just ain't adding up.
The internet is buzzing about this young woman who, at just 26, already has 6 children and is expecting another. Her TikTok videos show her daily life, capturing both the chaos and the moments of joy. While some viewers admire her strength, others are concerned about the implications of having so many kids so young, particularly when financial struggles are evident. This isn't the first time a story like this has gone viral. Over the past few years, TikTok and other social media platforms have brought attention to young mothers with multiple kids, often revealing how these situations come with both praise and criticism. Some people argue that having children is a personal choice, while others point out the strain it puts on the children, the mother, and society as a whole.
Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing.
Y'all saw that video just like I did, but I really feel like y'all are going to argue with me on this one because I do not understand all the negative reactions that she is getting. I genuinely don't. I have seen think piece after think piece after think piece, like reprimanding this girl for having so many kids, and it's like, I get it. I genuinely do get it. 26 with 6 kids, that's diabolically insane. I was like, let me look at her page, because before I judge anybody, I'm going to take a look at your page. I just want to see, like, what's going on? Like, what's the tea? She's cleaning the house up all the time. Like, she genuinely cleans up. Like, the house is not filthy. It's not nasty. It's not even cluttered. The house looks fine. And I know y'all gonna say something about the cabinets. Cleaned the hell out of them cabinets. All she had to do was be told one time and she took care of it. For it to be so many damn people in that house is clean. There's a man in the house. She's the father of her last 5 kids. She is still with and together, and they live together in that house. So it's not like a fatherless household. To know that she had her first baby at 14, 15, I don't see how anybody doesn't immediately think, like, what happened to this girl? Like, what has happened in this girl's life that has led it to this point? And it's not giving an excuse like, oh, she had a hard life, so let's excuse this. That's not at all what I'm saying, but you have to be realistic at the end of the day. She became a mother at the age of 15 years old. Her brain wasn't even formally developed yet. I'm gonna be so blunt and serious. That girl did not stand a flying chance in hell from the time that she had that first baby. I have a 12-year-old myself, and when she does get to that age, if she ever came to me that she was pregnant or something was going on, I would automatically assume, like, who was abusing my baby. She said herself that she really don't have any family. They never really loved her. She lived with her grandma. She got pregnant at 14, 15, moved in with that baby dad. She never had anybody, a mom, sister, cousin, grandma, auntie, nobody there to just guide her and help her and teach her anything. To not give her any grace for that, or to not give her any room for that, is crazy to me. I had my first at 19, my second at 20. If I wouldn't have had my mom, my grandma, and my sister to help me, there's no way in hell I could have done it. They're 11 and 12 years old now, and I still struggle with just the 2 that I got. And I have the support in the village. So now what I see as a 26-year-old woman making the best out of the situation that she's been dealt with and doing everything she can to make sure her kids don't repeat the same choices. Do I have certain opinions about certain things that she does? Yes. Do I agree with everything that she does? No. Overall thing is, y'all are mad at her being 26 with 6 kids. That's it. That's all. And there's such a bigger picture to look at, in my opinion. And I've seen a couple videos and somebody was like, this is the new Brazilian Jenkins. They are not even remotely slightly comparable.
26 with 6 kids with another one on the way. All right. Now, I made a video and I was trying to be nice. Now, I'm not going to be mean in this video either, but let me just put this out there, because I see a lot of young women are trying to uphold this lady about having these children stair-steppers back to back. Okay. Now, let me just, and I'm going to say this the nicest way that I can. All right. We can get up on this TikTok, okay, post our content and talk about whatever's going on in Chicago, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and everywhere, and make some points, okay? We get up here and work our tails off, okay? And it has a mother, okay, that y'all feel is showing y'all they're real, okay? They had I wouldn't kid you, I'm not lying. They just starting off. This lady sat roach traps, about 4 of them. Now, this is a new upcoming family to show us their triflingness. I didn't follow her. I did. I think I saved the video. I don't want to tag their names because I don't want to blow them up. She actually said, help me out, TikTok. And went and showed us the roaches inside this box thing. I kid you. I kid you no lie. I lift my hand. I promise. And I'm saying to myself, why do we feel that this is okay to come and show us on TikTok? Why? Because of the Jenkins family. Because of a few other people. I can't mention their names. And we feel that that's okay. So now we're getting more mothers instead of you doing what you have to do for these kids that you keep bringing in the world. You'll rather come show us. And then once you show us, we make y'all rich or make y'all pockets fat. That's not right. That's not right. Why they got that single mother, you know what I'm saying, that do have a couple of children, that get up here and post her content, that keep her house clean, Her cabinets clean and got curtains up to her window and that's a damn good mother. But you got to show damn near filth and triflingness, or you have to drag your husband and wife and grandmother and whatever else. You don't have to do all that. But that's what it takes on TikTok. So us creators, we trying to do it the right way, talk about topics and open up conversations and all the above. When all these people have to do is show y'all their flows or in their house or roaches or their icebox not clean, I feel like that's unfair. And why do we want to see that? So, no, I'm not upholding it. And if everything was okay, why did the teacher or whoever it was had to donate a mop bucket so you can clean up? Why you didn't have your own mop bucket? So I don't care what nobody say. If you're not financial stable, I don't care. I still feel that you do not need to be bringing more and more and more and more children into this world. And just because you have a husband don't mean that you still stable enough to still be bringing more and more and more and more children into the world. Sometimes you have to tell yourself it's enough. Yes, babies are a blessing from God. They really are. But we have to tell ourselves as a woman, it's a lot of wear and tear on our bodies. It's a serious thing to keep having babies over and over and over again. Do y'all know how high diapers are and wipes and all types of stuff and bills and food and all the above? Do y'all realize it? So when y'all thinking that we putting her down, she put herself out there. So she knew that people was coming, and that's exactly what she wanted. Now go look at her views. See how much money she's going to make if she's in the program. So it is what it is. If y'all don't want people to talk about something, don't give people nothing to talk about. And ask yourself this. As a woman, would you have that many children? Would you have that many children if you were struggling? Would you just let a man just ride you like a stiff old board and keep having all them children back to back like that? Let's be real and stop telling us to mind our business. It's our business when you put it out there, just like the celebrities. We won't know anything if you don't put it out there. Now, enough is enough. And we're going to stop upholding BS. Because that's exactly what this is. The lady, enough, she need to wrap it up. Get it fixed. Do something. Other than that, go buy your own mop bucket. And nobody shouldn't have to donate and give you shit.
Okay, I've said a lot to y'all today, but I just wanted to touch on this and then that'll be it. 26 with 6 kids. And you have a lot of people like, oh, her kids are going to hate her when they're older. Oh, this is horrible parenting. Look at the walls. Look at the stoves. Look at her house. It's disgusting, right? I did a little, skimming through her page. And I'm just not seeing what y'all are seeing. Poverty, 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 poverty. Have y'all seen the fucking economy? I personally wouldn't be bringing a 7th child into that situation. But I need y'all to remember that that's her fucking life and not y'all's at the end of the day. Because I look at it like a lot of people have grown up in poverty. I wouldn't be bringing, like I said, I wouldn't be bringing a 7th child into that situation. But it's also not my life or my womb. And it's so funny to me how everybody keeps pointing out poverty, 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 as if any of you motherfuckers have the stability to bring another child into the situation that you're in. Because a lot of us are just a paycheck away from being fucking homeless. From what I can see, it's a 2-parent household. I see kids who are clothed, fed, and they look bathed. I just see a regular house with 6 fucking kids. Like, she had 3 kids before the age of 18. And she's had 4 from 18 to 26, right? A lot of you have no idea what the fuck you're going to eat tomorrow. And you're 24, 25, 26, pushing 30 pretty much. And all of you are so fucking unsure of yourselves as far as what you're going to do with your lives. I look at it like she has a lot of room to grow. And I know that's kind of cliche to say as she's already a mother. But she's literally growing up with her kids.
I'm not going to say that her being, like I said, bringing another child into the situation is the best idea, but I'm also mindful. And I just seen somebody else on here saying, like, have some grace for her. Like, she literally made damn near all of those decisions when she was a child. And when you don't get the proper help, which most of y'all do not, you tend to, I guess you could say, end up in the same predicament. But I feel like if you're able to bring a child into this world and you're able to provide for them outside of what the fuck y'all be expecting, then I don't know. I think it's okay. Like, I don't know. I just don't give a fuck about other people's life like that. And I am one of those people who don't, I guess you could say, like the idea of it being too many kids in a home, because I feel like sometimes kids go without attention. One child or multiple children end up being like the mother of all the kids, but it's just like, come on now, look at y'all fucking family dynamics. I see someone who has the potential to be better than what she is right now, and y'all make people like fucking Grip Baby. I should have started it off with that. Y'all make people like Grip Baby go viral, but it's a problem when y'all see somebody with 6 kids, but y'all would rather sit and watch a crackhead because she's funny. It's cool when Peach having kid after kid after kid. She got all the motherfucking money in the world. Y'all think that's a healthy situation? Poverty or not. A lot of y'all need to get y'all head out y'all asses and stop acting like y'all are the best parents or have the best upbringing. Because I'm seeing a lot of you motherfuckers who shouldn't have had none. She got 6 and making it do what it do. You motherfuckers got 1.5 and still don't know what y'all doing. A mess. Stop being so judgmental on here.
Let's start by discussing the positives of having a big family. Strong family bonds, having multiple siblings, can create a close-knit support system. Many people who grew up in large families talk about how they always had someone to rely on, play with, and share experiences with. Learning responsibility early, kids in big families often learn valuable life skills at a young age, from taking care of younger siblings to helping out around the house. A sense of purpose for parents. Some parents find immense fulfillment in raising a large family, seeing their children as their biggest accomplishment. Cultural and religious reasons. In some cultures, having a large family is encouraged and even celebrated. However, while these positives are valid, they don't erase the very real challenges that come with having so many children, especially when resources are limited.
26 with 6 kids, and you stupid clowns are in the comment section saying stuff like, she just doing the best she can. The best she could do was keep her legs closed when she ain't got a pot to piss in, yet she on baby number 7 right now. She would have had 8. Unfortunately, she lost one. But at this point, she's procreating and having kids like emotional support dogs, right? Like, I heard her video where she explained the reason why she keep having all these kids, and it came down to her needing somebody to love her. I want to give y'all the biggest news awakening. These kids are not dumb. And those days of you simply being a parent, being enough for them to love you and stay in touch with you, stay involved with you, take care of you when you get old, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. These kids are getting older now, and they seeing y'all for who you are, right? When they think back about how terrible their life was growing up, how poor they were, how much they struggled, and then they remember that the reason why all of that happened is because my stupid mama wouldn't stop having kids, even though she knew she couldn't take care of the ones she already had. It's my mama's fault that I'm here struggling the way I am. It's my mama's fault that I was put here with no head start on life. Not only not a head start, put me behind the 8 ball, right? So I had to struggle just to even get ahead to catch up with the regular kids. All because of my mama's poor decision making. And then y'all got the audacity to fix y'all mouth to worry about childless people and what we gonna do when we get old. Y'all need to start worrying about what you gonna do when you get old. What's gonna be your plan B? Because a lot of y'all kids are gonna move out of y'all city. They ain't gonna have no contact with you, and they ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with you. And you ain't gonna have no plan B. You ain't gonna have nobody to take care of you when you get older, because they gonna remember you could barely take care of them when they was children. You brought them onto this earth to struggle. You brought them here so that they could suffer with you. And then when you get old, you think that they supposed to be the one to try to save you. No, it's not working like that. The kids ain't buying it no more, right? They see how stupid their parents are. They see how negligent their parents were. And it ain't gonna be good enough that you was their mama and you put a roof over their head and you fed them. That was the least you could do. And half of y'all, you ain't even really doing that because it's government assistance that's helping you do all of that, right? That woman, you can tell that's a government assistance place that she living in, and she can't even keep the cabinets clean, can't keep the appliances clean. You at home all day, and you so stressed with all of them kids, you somewhere yelling to get them from downstairs because you don't want to walk your lazy self upstairs to get them down, right? But yet you still popping them out. You can tell in your videos that you stressed. You stressed, but you still popping them out because you're stupid. And y'all can take this video however you want to, but I'm not glorifying those 26-year-old getting on here with 6 kids and thinking that this get ready to be her come up. Right? She ain't gonna be no different than Grip Baby, right? We're gonna figure out that it ain't just her poor decision making on having kids. Her whole life is complete chaos, right? She probably just as messy and just as jacked up as Grip Baby, right? But the time will tell as she get more clout on TikTok, because I'm sure y'all will build her platform up like y'all do most people who dysfunctional, because y'all love to watch somebody whose life is worse than yours to make you feel better about your poor decision making. But that's my 2 cents on it.
26 with 6.5 kids, and y'all focused on some dirty cabinets. I went down the comment section, and most of the comments were talking about her cabinets. While I'm sitting here thinking how you can be so irresponsible as a fucking adult to keep bringing kids in this world knowing that you cannot take care of them financially. And yes, I'm judging. I am absolutely fucking judging. Because that is not fair for you to keep bringing kids into this world knowing that you don't have the financial means to take care of them. You're setting these kids up for failure by bringing them into an environment where they cannot thrive successfully. And knowing that you don't have the financial means to take care of these kids and you keep popping them out tells me that mentally you don't have what it takes either to raise these kids. And this goes for both her and that man in the house. Because how are y'all keep bringing kids into this world and putting them in that situation willingly? I just don't see how people are so comfortable to keep bringing kids in this world knowing that they can't take care of them. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And it just seems like a selfish reason on their part.
Getting online with a filthy ass house, with a boatload of fucking kids, being a horrible ass parent is the new way to come up. I just saw that young girl that's 26 with 6 kids and 1 on the way. And I remember that white lady that had all them damn kids and they were sleeping on the kitchen floor. I'm so fucking disgusted. I come from that. I was born into that. And to see all these fucking adults online justifying this shit and saying don't judge is bullshit. Nobody talks about how traumatizing that shit is to the kid. I was born on the south side of Chicago. And when I tell you I was born at below poverty, okay? We didn't have floors. We had fucking dirt as floors, okay? We didn't have doors. We had a kitchenette with 2 fucking small rooms, all right? I lived with fucking rats and rodents crawling on me my whole fucking childhood, okay? We were so poor that we didn't have a wash machine. We would wash our clothes in the tub and dry our clothes in the fucking oven, all right? It was times when we didn't have running water. The house was so fucking filthy, it looked like it was abandoned, okay? Coming home to no lights, going to school dirty and hungry. I know what that shit feels like. And for y'all to be sitting up here talking about some don't judge, y'all are fucking horrible people, man. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. Kids are not put here to fucking suffer. You can only blame your childhood to a certain degree. Once you become an adult and you know better and you keep making the same fucking mistakes, it's something wrong. And I'm blaming both the men and the women, because the men that's in the back door sleeping with these women that they know have problems and self-esteem and daddy issues, getting them pregnant and waltzing off, and she's stuck with all these fucking kids because she don't know what the fuck. She don't even know how to love herself, so she's having kids to love her. That's trauma. It was times when my childhood was so fucking hard. It was times when I did feel like, why did you even have me?
You growing up, you're not being loved properly, you're not being taken care of, you go into adulthood with no fucking support, no way to run, nowhere to go, no nothing. You in this world just trying to figure out everything on your fucking own. There is no way possible you should be okay with having those many kids living like that. Get online, being a fucked up parent, next thing you know, you got an Amazon wish list. Everybody in the comments, don't judge what you need, I give you what you need. You motherfuckers that's saying don't judge is simply the ones that's doing the shit, or you just want to feel more superior, to look down on people, because in life that's what people want to do. They want to feel more superior. It makes you feel good about yourself when you feel superior, and when you can look down on somebody and say, oh, she's doing horrible, I'll help you, I'll send you what you need, because you want to see the fucking chaos unfold, because low-key your shit ain't in order neither. I'ma always speak up for the kids. You talking about couldn't even get a good bed to sleep in. Slept in a motherfucking bed with springs sticking out of it and scratching you up every night. You going to bed with all these fucking bruises and scratches on you. Going to school hungry, dirty, stinky, being teased. Come on now. And the sad part is those kids are going to grow up creating that same cycle. 9 out of 10, most of them are. Because a lot of them don't have the mental capacity to even make it out of that. Y'all just gonna keep having kids. I'm looking for somebody to love you. Stop having fucking kids and heal. Kids are not put here to heal your trauma. I really wish people understood that.
Now, let's talk about the other side of the story. Financial struggles. Raising kids is expensive. When a family is struggling financially, having multiple children can make it even harder to provide basic necessities like food, clothing, and education. Childhood trauma and neglect. Many children in large families experience neglect, not necessarily because the parents don't care, but simply because there are too many kids and not enough time, attention, and resources. Parentification of older siblings. This is a major issue. In many large families, the oldest children are forced to take on the role of second parents. They change diapers, prepare meals, and babysit younger siblings, often at the expense of their own childhood. Limited opportunities for the kids. With limited financial resources, many children in large families miss out on extracurricular activities, proper education, and career opportunities. The mother's health, pregnancy, and childbirth take a huge toll on the body, and having back-to-back pregnancies with little recovery time can lead to serious health complications. Breaking the cycle of poverty. Many families with numerous kids struggle to break the cycle of poverty because they simply do not have the financial means to provide their children with opportunities for a better future.
So I'm pretty sure by now y'all have seen that girl, 26 with 6 kids. And while I understand a lot of people have a take on it that it's irresponsible, it is. But I kind of did some, searching on her page. And, I just kind of like, oh, y'all, I had to pull it together. Because looking at this young lady page, it had me in tears. And only because I feel like I've been seeing so many videos about her being 26 with 6 kids. And nobody is, I ain't gonna say nobody, but a lot of people, they don't have no grace. They don't give people grace. Yes, it's irresponsible, but looking at her page, it seems like a lot of people failed her. She had her first baby at like 15 years old. And while there's a whole lot of teen moms, but there is a cycle that is going on, a cycle of trauma. And I just hope that we all allow for just a little bit of grace. The thing that I'm gonna say I like about her is, number one, you could tell she got a little bit of hood and edge to her, right? Because she be cussing and carrying on, but that comes from her environment. But not only that, when this lady gets comments where somebody said, wipe down your cabinets, she did it. She did it. And she did it with a thankful heart. She was like, thank y'all for your suggestions, positive or negative, because I need help. She not saying she need help like she not saying, hey, this is my Cash App or nothing like that. She just saying, hey, I just want to make videos, and that's it. Now her house is not aesthetically pleasing, but one thing about it is she not homeless, and she be cooking for them kids, and them kids eating. Yeah, she loud, she be cussing, but who is perfect? And I'm not saying that I'm riding that dawn or nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm here just to watch her journey. I hope nothing but blessings to her. Just want to give her a little grace.
I see now when it comes to that 26-year-old with 6 kids, my opinion is a little bit different than y'all. I show grace because I listened to a story. She said she had her first kid at 15, second kid at 16. Third kid at 17, cuz that 3 kids before the age of 18, cuz. And I know what y'all gonna say. D'Angelo, we all have a story. D'Angelo, she could have kept her legs closed. I get it. You right. But hear me out. A lot of us, majority of us, was allowed to become grown before we made any life-changing decisions. Because we had a praying and caring mother or grandmother. Our father, our grandfather. Grandfathers don't be praying like that. I'm just saying, let's critique her a little different. Let's show her a little grace. Because this is not your typical situation. Normally, we get no to grown people about doing that. She made majority of her mistakes when she was a child. That was because of something. Whether it was abuse, some type of neglect, something. It was because of something. And I know we all got a story, but y'all was protected by prayers. She ain't had no prayers. She ain't had no family. She was Dolo. So I show grace. Oh yeah, and another thing. That house stay clean. She keep that house clean now. I'll give her that. She keep that house clean. And it's a man in the household. The father of her last 5 kids is in the household. What did y'all talking about?
Social media has changed the way we view parenting. Platforms like TikTok give us an inside look at families, and sometimes they romanticize situations that are actually quite difficult. The problem is that these videos often leave out the struggles behind the scenes. While viewers see a smiling mother with her kids, they don't see the exhaustion, the financial struggles, or the long-term effects on the children. Additionally, these viral stories often spark debates about personal responsibility versus systemic issues. Should people be more responsible about family planning? Or should society do a better job of supporting struggling parents? One of the biggest issues with these viral stories is that they sometimes glorify struggle. Yes, being a parent is rewarding, but we need to be realistic about the challenges. Raising a large family without financial stability is not something that should be normalized or encouraged. Instead of glamorizing the idea of having many kids regardless of circumstances, we should be promoting financial literacy, accessible birth control, and resources that help people make informed decisions about family planning.
These comments are not passing a vibe check. What am I talking about? This young lady came on here and said, hey, I'm 26 with 6.5 kids. And I only care about the comment sections because I hope nothing for the best by that woman. But y'all acting like y'all don't see the issue. The issue was smacking you in the face. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to talk about the white cabinet, or what was supposed to be a white cabinet. Y'all are really trying to say, I don't see anything wrong with it. But when Cam came on here and we had the conversation about it's bad for men to have multiple baby mamas with multiple kids, you understood how those kids would be affected, but you couldn't understand why those kids in her situation might be affected once again. I hope nothing for the best for that woman. I hope she's able to maybe change her situation a little bit so those kids can grow up in a healthy home. But we're worried about the kids. Having 6 kids without the financial means and or what looks like the housing structure to take care of the kids is going to affect them when they're adults. It's called childhood trauma for a reason.
Encourage honest conversations. People should be able to discuss the realities of parenting without fear of judgment. Promote financial education. Teaching young people about budgeting, family planning, and financial independence is crucial. Advocate for better support systems. Societal structures should support parents so that having children doesn't automatically mean financial and emotional struggle. Break the cycle of parentification. We need to acknowledge that forcing older siblings to become caregivers at a young age can be damaging. At the end of the day, parenting is a personal choice, but it's also a responsibility. Having children should be a well-thought-out decision, not just something that happens because of lack of planning or societal expectations. While we should never shame mothers, we do need to have real conversations about how these situations affect everyone involved, especially the children. So, what do you think, besties? Should we be more critical of these viral stories, or should we let people live their lives however they choose? Let me know in the comments. And as always, adios, besties.